Call the cops for some help. Let's say someone breaks in your car, your house, or somebody assaults you. You call the cops. You expect to get some help. When they show up, they're arresting you. Yeah, we got a story right here about a woman arrested after calling the cops for help with the vandal. Yeah, woman calls the cops for help and gets arrested, but later on she sues and gets $200,000. It's crazy. I mean, it is absolutely absurd. You're gonna hear why. Check it out.
Cops because she needs them.
She needs help.
Respond. They lock her up for something she didn't do. She now gets a whole bunch of money because of their bias. Let's put her up for a mask.
Here we go.
This is why people don't like the police.
This is why a lot of people don't trust the police. People don't, have hate for the police. That's why a lot of people are calling for the cops to be defunded. Not just reformed. You replace bad cops out there. And I get sick and tired of these pro-cop, anti-First Amendment, channels that like call them frauders and people who stand up for it called sovereign citizens, schemers, all that shit. People have rights. People always talk about, or just comply, just give up your rights, then you go about your day. No, that's fucking bullshit. You don't just surrender your rights. Cops want you to give up your rights.
Many people don't like the police because of this right here. Her name is Yesenia Garcia.
Yesenia Garcia.
An Arizona woman who was just awarded $200,000 after her and her boyfriend called and told police a vandal shattered their car windshield. But instead, they were accused of being involved in a hit and run and arrested. A hit and run. They were not involved in the hit and run. They had a vandal. According to the Washington Post, the $200,000 federal lawsuit settled last week. It includes claims of false arrest, negligence, and denial of due process. This is a hell of a story. Let's put up the chief. So this is the chief of police, Scottsdale, Arizona.
Yeah, here's the chief. Buck stops with him.
He announced in January 2022 the conclusion of an internal affairs investigation into the incident which happened nearly 3 years ago. An internal affairs investigation into the incident that was completed in 2022 found that seven department employees violated policy, including 3 officers who failed to thoroughly investigate Garcia's report of vandalism. While Ms. Garcia was enjoying a night out on the town in Scottsdale on May 24th, 2020, a vandal smashed her windshield. It happens.
Yeah.
When the pair returned to a car and found the smashed windshield, they alerted 2 Scottsdale police officers. Instead of investigating the vandalism, the officers accused her and her boyfriend of being suspects in a hit and run that happened about half hour earlier.
That's crazy. I mean, where do the cops come up with these fucking outrageous bullshit asinine claims? Say, oh, they were in a hit and run. It's crazy. They were at a restaurant. Yeah. Enjoying it at night out, probably at a restaurant, probably a concert or a theater. Or just enjoying it now out of town. And they got back, their windshield smashed up by a vandalism. Yeah. I mean, it's crazy. And they accuse them of being in a hit and run half an hour later. It's crazy.
What kind of conclusion is this? Absent of evidence, absent of forensics, absent of video, eyewitness testimony. What? You just concluded a broken window is all of a sudden a reason.
Yeah. You get say, well, they look like a hit and run. Well, if somebody was in a hit and run, I mean, it wouldn't be just the windshield be smashed. It would have been fucking obliterated. Front end car probably had a lot of damage. And there would have been a body. There would have been a victim or victims. But was there a call? Did these cops get a call about a car that was involved in a hit and run that took off and another vehicle got smashed? Or there's maybe a human being lying on the road after getting smashed? No. So I don't know cops' logical thinking is? I mean, seems like these cops these days just don't get enough training. So they're just going to assume. They're just going to assume. It's like nowadays you get cops that assume that you're guilty. As soon as they make contact, oh, you're guilty. Oh, I said, gee, I thought we have a thing called due process, and that you, in the court of law, you're innocent until proven guilty. But no, cops can say, no, you're guilty. You did it. You did it. It's crazy. Absolutely crazy.
To arrest somebody for this. When the couple protested, the officers allegedly refused to listen to them, ignored a plethora of evidence readily available to them at the scene, which easily established that Garcia and her boyfriend
were telling the truth.
The suit alleges the officers who failed to properly conduct an investigation that would have suggested, if not proved, the couple was telling the truth. One officer continued to accuse the couple even after reviewing security footage that recorded what happened to Garcia's car. Let me tell you what went down. Let me tell you what really happened. Officers make bets with each other. Oh, it's dark and corrupt. And they say things like, the next call, we're going to take him to jail, no matter what.
And he's pointed right. And I'll tell you one up right here. It's not the fact that cops make bets. You get some police agency out there. They tell an officer, say, okay, whoever makes this amount of arrests, or whoever makes a good arrest on an innocent person and gets convicted or let out of jail, you'll get a big bonus, like a couple $100,000, maybe gift cards, maybe a trip, maybe if they get a good bus like that, hey, we'll pay for your cruise. And this is where the UPK flunky fucktards come in, and the Tufa movement like that. They'll go around trying to say, oh, if you get pinned somebody like this person is a creep, a sicko, and a sex offender, and a murderer, hey, we'll give you gift cards, we'll give you money. Yep, that's what they do. And that's what cops do. Yeah, they make bets on each other, shit like that. Say, hey, yeah, you'll win this amount of money, or it's like, if you make this amount of arrests, you'll get a bonus of a couple $100, maybe $1,000 of your paycheck. You'll get a big fat check. Oh yeah, and you'll get a promotion. Yeah,
You think I'm kidding? I'm telling you.
It's the John God truth.
Games with each other.
People think I'm lying on my ass. No, it's the truth. I remember my aunt's boyfriend told me back in the 80s, when Pierce County Sheriff's Department, they had their own jurisdiction. They didn't come over here. We had our own like that. We didn't have UP or Lakewood. It was strictly Tacoma, Washington. Pretty much. Lakewood had a small like that. There was no such thing as University Place. Firecrest had their own thing. But Pierce County was in Graham, Spanway, Parkland, Orion, like that. They used to make bets on each other like that. So they tell you like, oh, like that. Trying to one up it like something like that, make a bet like that. Oh, I bet you I can get this woman to give me a blowjob. I bet you 10 to 1 I can get this woman to spread her legs open like that, so I can perform intercourse sex with her. Yeah, and the cops would threaten this woman. Late night, there are a lot of bars like that, so they'd pull a woman like that, trying to scare her like, oh, you've been drinking, ma'am. And a lot of these women maybe had a couple drinks, but nothing, not DUI or drinking like that. They were just trying to shake them down or even scare these women like that. It's either have sex or you're going to go to jail and face felony charges like that. Oh, you don't think that happened? Oh, it does, ladies and gentlemen. Just like back in the 90s, there's a lot of corruption of 5 police departments. You had a couple detectives. You had 2 detectives and 4 officers will plant evidence, make up charges, arrest people like that. And it took years for these cops to get fired. I mean, people were so scared. You couldn't even go 1 mile per hour through a fight on Pack Highway or like 70 East, like around back in the area like Valley Road back there. If you went 1 mile per hour, they'll pull you over, plant shit like that, and say, oh, you did this, oh, you got drugs, oh, you got open containers, and they're the ones that plant that shit. Yep. Mm-hmm.
We've seen at least 1 or 2 of these on video. So they go to the scene, there's evidence at the scene, this is not a hit and run. We got video, we have individuals who can attest to their whereabouts.
Yeah.
We have evidence. But
not only that, there is such thing as witnesses. Witnesses are credible, but the cops are going to discourage, like, they ain't going to call the witness out, or they're not credible, or all kinds like that. So they're going to out like shit like that, or they're going to say the videotape is lying like that. That's when you do in the court. Like, video cameras don't lie, and witnesses are very credible. I mean, these couple were around people, so they can testify and vouch for them. Say they were not driving around making a hit run. They were out joining probably a restaurant, maybe a theater or concert, or maybe watching a movie.
Even after seeing the evidence,
Yep.
they were hell-bent on this conspiracy. And then they kept it going, involving other people, in order to cover up the crimes they committed. Now, the police report is going to say, oh, they simply did not thoroughly investigate. No, what they did was criminal. What they did was criminal to this couple. There's more. All right. The officers arrested Ms. Garcia, never formally charged her with a crime. Why? Maybe they said that's exactly what they were going to do before they got there. Police then released Garcia's name and mugshot to the media, saying
that she was a drunk driver in a hit-and-run accident.
In a hit-and-run accident. Wait a minute. You didn't charge her with that. Why did the police officers never?
Here's another thing like that. If they're saying, "Oh, she was drinking and driving. She was drunk behind the wheel in a hit-and-run accident." If you suspect that she was drunk, why did they give her a breathalyzer? I bet you 10 to 1 if they gave her an issue of she would have blown .0000. And if she had a drink, it probably would have barely showed up at all. Barely at all. But didn't even ask her to take a breathalyzer test. That's another one.
Never charged her with it because they knew she never did it.
Yep.
That's the reason. They knew she never was involved. There's more. This is a statement released by the police department in Scottsdale. The chief says, and I quote, "We made some mistakes, plain and simple."
Yeah, okay.
We made some mistakes, plain and simple.
We made some mistakes, plain and simple.
And the involved employees have been disciplined for those mistakes.
Yeah, sure.
I am confident.
Yeah. How are they disciplined? What? They got a couple days suspension? Did they get to ride the desk for a fucking week? Oh, yeah. That's discipline. Get the fuck out of here. Wow.
The investigation's finding that our employees did not demonstrate malice or ill intent.
God.
I know that does not change.
Fucking cosplaying 101. There you have it.
Was affected.
Covering their ass in their tracks.
My sincerest apologies.
Oh, yeah, sure you are.
Were punished with unpaid suspension of 40 hours. The other one, 20 hours. That's it. So the chief is going to spin this as an administrative dynamic. All 7 of them didn't know what the hell they were doing. They should be fired on the principle of a lack of investigative prowess, if nothing else. Why are they still there? All 7 of them are dumbasses. Why are they still there? You know good and damn well, Chief, this is about probably 2 criminal cops.
Yeah. And they didn't investigate. No, they just covered tracks and tried to supposedly make an effective arrest. Because they're too lazy. That's the problem with policing nowadays, ladies and gentlemen. A lot of cops are just too fucking damn lazy. Too damn lazy to take the proper time to do investigation. Too lazy. So they're just going to claim this and that, make a bet like that. Oh, yeah. And they're just going to arrest somebody and make a stupid charges on that. And you have innocent people spending probably, what, days, months, years behind bars for a crime they never committed.
Who engaged your other staff members in a conspiracy to cover up what they did. Now, it's on you. All right, Sharon, thoughts?
Yeah, I think these people were detained to get hostages. They should be gone tonight, okay? They should be gone tonight and don't even bother to look back. And I don't know why the chief is putting his name on the line with that stupid statement instead of just saying, they're rogue, they're fired.
Yep, that's it. That's all. But once again, feckless leadership, afraid to stand up for what is right because, hell, the chief may be compromised himself.
Everyone loves Miss Moffat's mystical.
Yep, you sure did. Anyways, I'm out here. My job. Peace out.